guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you an updated what I really used, what we really needed for my newborn baby. She's 9 months this month, which I'm like, how is that possible? But I figured this is a good time to reflect before it gets fuzzy. What things I used on a daily basis that I was thinking while I was using these, like what would I do without it? And I know there's so many fun, beautiful things for babies, and it gets hard. Like you get caught up in it and you're like, wow, I need this and this is so perfect. And yeah, that's fun. Enjoy it. Like if you have the means, go for it. Get it all because your baby's only a baby once. But having said that, your baby's only a baby once. So don't go too crazy because you might not ever get to use these things again. So anyways, so these are the things that I was like, wow, this is so helpful every single day, where I don't know really, it would have been more difficult without them for sure. And I wanted to keep it very minimal. Like I'm serious about these things. I could have added so much more, but I was pretty strict. Like I only want to share the most important things. So there's a few things that I have already passed on or donated or given away just because we weren't using them, and I don't really like to store and other people could use them at the time. So there's a few things I just have to mention and I'll insert a picture, but the rest I will show you guys. Before I get into the video, I just want to remind you guys, make sure you enter the giveaway. I will link the video below, but we do have a big giveaway to celebrate reaching 10,000 subscribers. So make sure you guys watch that video so you can see how to enter the giveaway. I'm going to start with something that I didn't expect to be as important as it was, and it's this little guy. It's a little Wubbanub. This little guy was so helpful. When she was really little, it was a little difficult because she would tend to like hold this and then pull it out without realizing she was pulling her pacifier out. But the more she realized like this is attached to my pacifier, she was eventually able to kind of like grab this and put her pacifier in younger than maybe she would have if she had to just pick this up. And then the other thing is it stayed in her mouth really well. If she were to like, you know, when they fall asleep and they like spit it, it stayed right here because this like weighed it down. So when she like went to look for it again, it went back in her mouth. That probably sounds really weird, but if you have a baby, you probably know what I mean. The other reason I loved it is because when we dropped it, because you will drop them or they'll throw them, you didn't lose it. Otherwise, your pacifier is gone. Like you're never gonna see this, it's gonna roll away, but this just fell and landed. So it helped us be able to not lose a pacifier. She doesn't take a pacifier anymore, but I'm sure a lot of 9-month-olds do, and so I'm sure she would love this as like a little lovey, just a comfort item. My kids are not big on pacifiers, but she definitely took her pacifier longer than any of my other kids, and I attribute it to this little hippo, which also is kind of cute. And you can throw these in the wash, so don't worry about them getting too dirty. You can just wash them every time you do a load of laundry. Okay, the next thing I'm going to share with you guys, I didn't realize how useful it was until I started using it, and it was my car seat cover. They make a lot of cute ones, like look how it has a hole in it. That's embarrassing. We still use it with the hole in it. That's embarrassing. But I've seen a lot of different car seat covers, and I really am just always pulled back to this one. And the reason that is because you're always going to carry it with you on your car seat, and if you ever need to nurse in public, it is the easiest way to nurse. Like it might look kind of funny, but like she's super comfortable in here. I can see her, but no one else can see. And I'm not like super private when it comes to nursing. I will just pull my shirt up and nurse in public, but it's kind of nice to not have to worry, or if I make other people uncomfortable or whatever, it's just nice to just cover up when you want to. And it's the perfect car seat cover. Like it just is so soft and easy to use. So I got it originally not thinking I would use it to nurse, but I've used it to nurse so many times, and it's actually just so convenient, and it's definitely the best nursing cover. Your back is covered, everything's covered. So I really love this one. This one is from Milk Snob. Everything will be linked below, so don't worry about that. The next thing is going to seem a little bit silly, but I'm telling you guys, just take my word for it. If you have a baby on the way, just go get it. And it's so cheap, but it's pajamas that are easy to change diapers in. If you have a newborn, they're going to poop every hour on the hour, like, or more, or like they just poop so much. And so I love these. This one is from Kiki Pants, so it's extra cute, but I love these gowns. So at the bottom it's open, and basically when they poop you just have to flip it up, pull their diaper out, fix it, and then put it back on, rather than buttoning everything or zipping everything. Along those lines, I know everyone is not a huge fan of the way these look. So along those lines, I found these at Target. This is the only place I've seen these, but if there's more, enlighten me, because this was the best invention ever since I've ever had kids. These pajamas have the zipper on the bottom. Most of them will have the zipper on the top up here, but because this one is on the bottom, I just have to unzip up to here, pull their little legs out, change the diaper, and then pop the legs back in, rather than having to unzip from the top. It might sound silly, but like, you know what I mean if you've been there. So just having convenient changing pajamas, clothes, because they're gonna be in their pajamas a lot when they're newborns. Like, cute clothes don't even look cute on them when they're newborns. I'm just being honest. There's no point in dressing up a newborn. Keep them comfortable, keep them easy to change their diaper. Okay, then the next thing is this, and this is a swaddle, and I know every baby is so different. So that other applies to all this. Every baby is so different. What they need, what they like, what makes them feel comfortable is different. But I am not a great swaddler when it comes to blankets. So none of my kids have been swaddled up until this last baby, and it was a game changer. Like, I put this swaddle on her and she just knew. I'm telling you guys, like, a few weeks old, she just knew, like, oh, I'm swaddled, like, I'm gonna go to bed. It was amazing just to have that like signal for her, and she felt comfortable. It was very obvious that she enjoyed this. And so I had this swaddle. This is from Ollie Baby. Let me make sure. Yeah, this is an Ollie Baby swaddle, and it has Velcro, so you make it adjust like as big as they get. She obviously isn't swaddled anymore. They recommend once they're like flipping around, you don't swaddle anymore. So she isn't swaddled anymore, but when she was, you guys, anything you can do to get a newborn to sleep, just do it. Like, don't fight it, just let them sleep. Let them sleep. If it makes them feel good, do it. So I really loved that swaddle. It just made it really easy, and it was a really good cue for her, like, okay, it's time to go to bed now, and she was good for that. The next thing is this docket, and I get a lot of questions from people who know me like in real life and watch my videos, like, was it really worth it? Yes, it was. You guys, this was so nice. Between the swaddle and the docket, I actually think it's like the same mother company that makes both of them. She's just thinking about new moms and what they need. But between and this is probably dirty from like spit up, so don't mind that. But this was so nice because my family, we do co-sleep in our house. Actually, we co-sleep like all of our kids. It's a problem, but when they're newborns and they're waking up so often, it's really nice for them to be close to you. And I know there's a lot of like controversy on whether or not it's safe or not safe. I feel personally really good about the situation we had when she was co-sleeping with us, and she used this. We even put her in a pack and play next to us, and she used this. Basically, this was a signal for her wherever she is, this is my bed, I sleep here. And I really believed in that. That really worked. When we transitioned her into her crib, it started with this. So she was comfortable in this. Then she went to her crib and she wasn't like, oh, what is this huge open space? It was still the same bed, just in different places. So for that reason, it was really helpful. But also, she just seemed to sleep really well in it. It's not huge and bulky. It just seemed like simple, and I just loved it. We even went on vacation, and I was like, this is what we're taking. Like, don't worry about a pack and play. All I need is this. You can put it on the ground, you know? There's so many reasons why I love this docket, and I definitely would, oh, it's upside down this whole time. I would definitely recommend it. Last thing I have that I can share with you guys, and then I'll tell you the other things that I just don't have right now, is this bumbo, and it's seen better days. Like, this thing has seen better days. But a bumbo is so handy. I don't know if it's actually recommended to be used like this, but I have, and I never felt like it was unsafe. But I actually put this in the shower when she was like around 6 months, and she could sit, but it's too slippery in the shower. That way I can shower, she's with me, she's safe, she loves the water. Most babies do. So she would just shower, she'd sit in her bumbo, and she was pretty good there. We feed her in this. Like, it's just such a great thing to have. I think around like 4 months they can start using it. So they can start using it pretty long. She can still use it. To be honest, she likes to crawl around a lot now, so she wants to be more mobile. But it's great for like, no, you're sitting here, we're eating, like you need to stay right here. Whatever it is, I just think the bumbos are so worth it. I think they're like 30 bucks. I bought mine used because why not? You only have to use it for a short period of time, and I just think it's awesome. And so did she, actually. She really liked it. So the last two things that I wanted to share with you guys that I used regularly were her rock and play. I'll put a picture of that, but I have talked about it before. That was by far the best swing we've ever had. I have used so many different swings for my kids, and it's not a swing even, it's just like a little rocker, but there was something about it. I think the angle it was at was just so comfortable for her. it's smaller than most, so I like that. I don't like when baby things like scream, there's a baby living here. So I really loved my rock and play, and it's so much more affordable than so many other swings or rockers out there. So you guys, this was a good one. I recommend this one. She really loved it, and we used it all day, every day. She just laid in it, so it was pretty awesome. The other thing I've already gotten rid of is a Pooge tub. Pooge. Why can't I think? I think it's Pooge. And it's the little tub. I will insert a picture of it, and you can just bathe them in your sink. I felt like that was so easy. You don't want to be bending over a bathtub with a little baby. It's like not comfortable. Your back hurts. You just had a baby, so your back is probably hurting. Mine did at least. Nursing and everything just messes up my back. And it's just so convenient. They're just sitting in the tub. It's very safe. They're not slippery. They're, you know, at stomach or chest level. And I think, I don't know, bathing a baby in the sink, if for some reason, is so much easier. I love the Pooge because you fold it up, it's gone, it's not bulky, it's not anywhere, it's not taking up any space. I just loved it. I thought it was an amazing bathtub to have, and we used it every day because we used it for bathing her. Not that we bathed her every day, but every time we did bathe her, we used it for a really long time. Last thing I wanted to share, I have it still, but she's using it right now. She's taking a nap, and it's her sound machine. And I know that that white noise can help put babies into a deeper sleep where they're able to sleep for longer periods of time. Also with like noise, like people, like the kids running around or whatever, it drowns out some of the noise so it doesn't wake her up. And so from the time she was a baby, we used it every day, pretty much all day. It was rarely turned off because she was either sleeping or about to go to sleep. And now that she's older, we continue to use it because now, you know, she takes naps still, and we don't want the boys to wake her up. So I hope that that list was really helpful. What are some of the things that you guys swear by? Like, what was I missing out on with this newborn session? And what are these things you guys like, no, we really didn't need that, or whatever? It's definitely helpful for me to know, and I know other people like reading the comments. So let me know, what do you guys recommend, or what were you like, no, that's silly, you don't need that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and we will see you next time.